Hi, my name is Schulke. I'm the Marketing Director at Data Center Solutions and wanted to spend some time today talking about how conversations that we've had over the years with some of the biggest customers in the Web 2.0 space heavily influenced what we've done with our next generation of shared infrastructure products. What I thought I'd start with is kind of a simple, maybe somewhat oversimplified view of the nature of the hardware that a typical Web 2.0 business might buy. And a lot of people might ask the question, hey, what does company X buy to run? What server do they buy? And the answer is never really that simple because their application orchestrates across a number of different pieces of hardware. And just as a kind of a simple example, you might have hardware that's supporting the presentation layer, so serving up the web pages, some database nodes, Memcache, a very important element of a lot of Web 2.0 applications. You might have the big data nodes that are sitting on the back end of all of this, mining all that data and turning those Web 2.0 businesses into something that could be profitable and revenuable. You have cold storage sitting back there, which is some of these older businesses that have to archive things just in case someone wants to go access them again. And what you can fall into the trap of doing is, and not necessarily a trap, but you're almost necessitated to, is that you're going to optimize your servers around each one of these little independent nodes. And so what that can do is go off and drive this huge proliferation of the number and different types of servers that you have in your environment, all because you're trying to go off and optimize around this. And what we tried to do with our next generation of shared infrastructure products is how do we encompass this entire spectrum of workloads, but doing so that's in a relatively cost-effective manner, but that reduces complexity on the other side as well as operating costs for some of those customers. And so the idea behind shared infrastructure is that within a framework, you can go off and optimize configurations. And so you can put, for example, in our C8000 series products, different sleds in that are capable of doing a database in one case, a very cold storage, or a presentation layer. And there's a commonality that comes along with that then that doesn't necessarily force you to make compromises and sort of over-provision each one of those nodes. So you can get common management, common power, common service model, and really what this means is at the end of the day is, I have, complexity reduction now. I no longer have, 18 different types of servers from multiple vendors sitting out in my environment. I have some commonality here. The other thing, if you do shared infrastructure right, is you drive efficiency. And really this is about my OpEx. How am I going to save money over time because I'm operating in a very power efficient environment. And tying back to this original sort of this optimized configuration, I'm not going to size this around sort of the most capable one of these nodes. There's no reason to design my presentation layer like my database layer because it doesn't require it. So if you architect your shared infrastructure solution appropriately, you can optimize your configuration, which sort of ties back into an advantage around your CapEx, or your capital cost that you're laying out to support your data center. So in short, sort of the key takeaway here, listening to Web 2.0 customers, what that really brings if you do a shared infrastructure solution right into some really, really compelling reasons to make this shift: capital cost, operating cost, and the complexity of running your data center.